ABC 25 in Flint. This is Mid-Michigan Now.
We begin with the Millington community tonight doing everything in their power to bring missing 16-year-old Victoria Thompson back home. Good evening, I'm Mike Woolfolk.
And I'm Stella Daskalakis. Using horses, drones, and quads, they have conducted several searches in the surrounding area, and still there are no leads.
Victoria's older sister, Alexis, says she was last seen on Sunday leaving her home on Arbella Road around 2 in the morning. She had a pink backpack filled with clothes, $27 in cash, and her black dog named Comanche. Victoria is 5'6", around 230 pounds. She has long blonde hair and blue eyes. Alexis also says her sister is on the autism spectrum and has other mental disabilities. The Tuscola County Sheriff's Office says in a Facebook post that the teenager may have been picked up.
For her to just disappear is it's very hard to believe. And Tori doesn't think that way. For Tori to be able to pull this off and be gone this long, she's not the one orchestrating the circus.
Now, Victoria was wearing light blue bell-bottom jeans, round-toe cowboy boots, and a green camo shirt when she left home. If you see Victoria on the street, her family says, mention that you know her mom, Angel, but do not try to grab her. We did check with the Tuscola County Sheriff's Office for an update this afternoon, but they are not releasing any new information.
In Gladwin County, an Amish woman is recovering after a semi-truck hit her buggy. The crash happened around 7:40 this morning on Beaverton Street. The buggy was towing another unoccupied buggy and was struck by the semi-truck. The woman was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A passenger and the semi-truck driver were not hurt. Local immigrant rights advocates are pushing back against a new agreement between the Metro Police Authority and federal agencies. The Flint Alliance for Immigrant Rights, also known as FAIR, is calling for the deal to end. Mid-Michigan Now's Andrea Flores explains what is at stake.
The Metro Police Authority of Genesee County, which covers Mundy Township and Swartz Creek, recently entered into a 287G task force agreement with ICE. That means that some local officers can now act as federal immigration agents. FAIR says that partnership is doing more harm than good.
We had heard about families being broken apart, people being taken just, off of their front porch, basically, who are legally here, legal immigrants being removed from their homes and not able to advocate themselves, put into detention, and their families left to struggle without them.
FAIR member Emily Feuerherm says under the agreement, officers can question people about their immigration status, detain them, and even start the deportation process.
We should all be knowledgeable about these policies, because if one person's human rights are taken away and they are not given due process, that puts us all in a position of having our human rights taken away potentially later down the line.
Another member, Todd Womack, says it's about the expansion of authority that unfairly targets immigrants and people of color.
We feel that if you're silent to injustice as relates to one demographic within our community, eventually you'll be the target of another type of injustice. So for me, as a black male in the city of Flint, growing up, I was racially profiled, right? And so for me, this is cyclical, right? It comes back around.
The coalition ended with 7 demands, including ending the ICE partnership, protecting due process, and investing in community safety instead of deportation.
You've all heard the voices of impacted families, community members, educators, and allies, and our demands are clear for change. We believe that Flint and Genesee County can choose a different path, one that invests in protecting and uplifting immigrant families instead of tearing them apart.
FAIR leaders say the press conference was just the beginning. They plan to keep organizing until the 287G agreement is overturned. Tomorrow, they plan to speak at the Metro Police Authority's board meeting at 11 in the morning. In the studio, Andrea Flores, Mid-Michigan Now.
Andrea reached out to the Metro Police Authority for comment, but the agency has not yet responded to our request for more information.
Well, we have a couple of medical-related grand openings to tell you about. First, McLaren Bay Region has a newly renovated emergency department waiting area. The $900,000 facelift includes new flooring and furniture, calming artwork, new security, and other amenities to improve the waiting experience for patients and staff. The hospital says donations from local businesses, employees, and community members made the renovation possible.
Michigan State University also is celebrating a new facility in downtown Flint. The Charles Stewart Mott Department of Public Health is now open on 1st Street. The 40,000 square foot building expands MSU's College of Human Medicine. The project was made possible through a public-private partnership with the Mott Foundation and Uptown Reinvestment Corporation. College of Human Medicine Dean Aaron Souza says the new building allows MSU to offer more educational programs and research opportunities.
The partnership is so important to the College of Human Medicine and to the university because our students learn here. This is the place where they meet patients, they meet their collaborators, they do their research, they engage in the community relationships that make their careers possible.
Souza says the expansion will give researchers and community partners the space needed to tackle issues like the Flint water crisis, maternal health, and childhood development through programs like RX Kids.
Happening tomorrow, the Michigan Secretary of State office is partnering with organizations across the state to help people with suspended licenses better understand how they can regain their driving privileges with road to restoration clinics. Participants can have their current license status checked and get advice on next steps. There will also be vision testing and a written driver's exam right there on site. Tomorrow's clinic is from 10 to 4. It's happening at Mid-Michigan College in Mount Pleasant.